Hi, I'm Danny Lillo with NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Moviemaker magazine. We're here at the Camille Los Angeles showroom, and I'm here with Jason Silva and Camille Hendricks with their movie, The Proposal. Let's take a look at a clip.
I want to freeze us in a block of ice in my uncle's hot tub water every winter so we can hold each other and be together as the trees die around us.
I want to blast you with a shrink ray and drop you into my softest flannel pocket.
I want to etch your image on a bar of soap and watch it dissolve against my body in the beating hot shower.
I want to make a doll in your likeness and spoil it with easy bake oven goods and...
I want to make a pouch on my stomach and slide you into it so you can be my Rue and go everywhere with me.
Welcome, Jason and Camille, to the studio. We're so happy to have you here. Tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
Okay, so The Proposal is, as you can imagine, a short film, really short, 3.5 minutes, about two subjects who are giving their proposal speeches. And I always add to that, presumably to each other. But how do you describe it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard you pitch it.
Well, just to go off of when I first went to the audition, they handed me the script to read, and when I was first scrolling through it, they gave me a minute to read through it, and I was really confused, and I was like, okay, I'm going through, and I automatically was just okay, this is a comedy. I just have to I have to go for it. These lines are so hilarious and so, to me, ungenuine. And then when they gave me the critique of no, this is loving, I think of it as first of all, it was very hard for me to hold my laughter the first time I was reading through it. But I look at it as this person, there's no other way for her to profess her love for someone else, and she's just so overwhelmed with love that she can't say it any other way. I mean, if you think about it, sometimes a little kid, I think about it as a little kid when they're holding a puppy, sometimes you see their face get really you know,
They get angry.
Yeah,
angry with love.
Exactly, they can't, they just want to hold it so tight, cuddle it, you know, it's kind of like that. It's that sort of a storytelling love proposal.
Jason, you were the writer and director of this movie. What was your inspiration behind this film?
Well, you know, so my girlfriend, who was my producer on that, she and I will just say things to each other and about how much we care about each other, and she'll say things like, "I just want to rip your face off. I love you so much," and so just. It made me really think, when you love someone so much, you borrow on other emotions. Love and sweetness isn't enough to cut it sometimes. Sometimes it's violent. Sometimes it's rage and anger. And so I just thought that would be really funny if you built an entire proposal speech around something that was seemingly violent or just very weird. But you said it in the sweetest way, because that was the way that you are professing something very personal to that other person. So yeah, I kind of started there, and I started writing them as monologues, and then I realized that wasn't enough for a complete short. That you kind of need a little something at the end. So then the twist came later.
What were both of your biggest challenges making this movie?
Well, overall, it actually was not challenging at all. It was very easy. Yeah. The laughing, and Camille can talk about too. We got together, and everything she was wearing, including this little locket, she actually owned. So we put this outfit together with what she already owned, and we practiced. And you actually have a story about your practice. In between, once we got the script finalized.
Exactly. I remember when because they came over to my apartment, and we kind of just went through all my clothes and picked out the perfect outfit. And I was still in that area of I don't know how to make all of these lines mean something, I guess, for lack of a better word, not just to me, they're just funny. And so it really hit home for me when Jason and Annette started talking about it together, and how they started writing it, and how they would just say those things to each other. So for me to practice my lines, because it's essentially a monologue, we did it as a monologue, I said the lines to my boyfriend via Skype. And so
I bet he loved that, didn't he?
yeah, and the first time I read it, he had no idea like what I was saying. I was like, I just want to practice this. I want to read this to you because I'm filming soon. And he was like, okay, cool. So I just did it. I read it to him via Skype, and his whole face was like, oh, like I could see it being like, oh.
Slightly disturbed.
And then I gave him the whole script just to like read it so he would know. But it was a really awesome way for me to practice, and he eventually really enjoyed it. He enjoyed hearing those things from me, as weird as that sounds. He was like, I actually really like this. You should say these things more often.
So you've gone through pre-production, you made this amazingly beautiful comedy. What is it like when you are part of the official selection of New Filmmakers Los Angeles?
I'm familiar with the series, and so I have been and I've experienced this, and it's by far one of the best festivals in LA.
Did you hear that?
Definitely.
Of the best festivals in LA. There you go.
The quality of the films, the quality of the patrons that are there, the quality of the networking that's available, and just opportunities to market yourself and put yourself out there. And on top of all that, the free booze. Well, you pay for it.
Good. You do.
But
it's not bad, is it, for a Saturday
yeah,
in LA?
it's like the price of one cocktail. You get all these films and unlimited booze. And
That's wonderful.
Yeah, if you know Larry's boyfriend, you get good pours.
Yeah.
It was really an awesome experience for me too, because I've only been to 2 film festivals since moving out here, and this one was an awesome experience. Just like he was saying, like the community that's there and like the ambiance and just feeling it's a very relaxed environment. I feel like you just kind of can walk around and experience it all. It's not like, okay, where should I go now? Where should I be? It was really awesome.
So what's next for both of you?
Well, you go first. We're both doing a ton of things, it feels like.
Yeah. Well, I just finished doing a film called A Wreck Without You, and that is why my hair is a different color now than it was for the proposal. They wanted me to be a blonde for the character, a very specific type of character. So
Things you have to do in acting, eh?
Exactly.
Change your hair colors.
Right. So I'm finishing up that, and then I am hopefully going to start filming something again soon. I don't have any prospects, but I'm also in training to become Miss California USA.
Wow, we've got a picture of Miss California USA here right now.
Yes, we do.
I can see that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
fantastic.
So yeah, it's going to be a good process. The pageant's not till January, so I have plenty of time to work towards all my ultimate goals for that.
That's great. Hi, she's a very good actress. And what about you, Jason?
So it's technically the second project, The Last Night, that I filmed with Camille, is now getting into festivals, and we just finished that like a few months ago and started to submit it. And then I just wrapped up a third short project, which is very art house piece this weekend, and it's called Say Jane, and that's with Gina Rodriguez, who has participated in the screening series before. I think she hosted the last time I was here. And just working on a close to final rewrite of a feature that I'm going to be directing.
Jason and Camille, it's been such a pleasure to have you both here. You're both very, very talented, and we're very much looking forward to seeing more of your work in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.